Hello, I'm David Dacus, CEO of Troy Construction. I want to take a few minutes to tell you about the history of our company. My uncle, Troy Dacus, started Troy Construction in 1950. My father became president of Troy in 1973, and I took his place as president in 1986. From the beginning, Troy Dacus was a leader in the industry when it came to safety. When Troy passed away, my father and I continued his safety vision, although I really didn't understand it. It's just what I was trained to do. It wasn't until 1996 when we had a fatality. A worker I hired and knew well was fatally injured at the end of the day. While we didn't receive any OSHA citations or get sued, I still feel responsible for this tragic accident. I took it personally. I considered closing the doors. It was a pivotal point in my career. While I enjoyed working in the industry, and especially enjoyed working with the Troy workforce, a man didn't go home that night, and I took that very seriously. Instead of shutting the doors, I made a commitment that I would do everything I could to ensure our employees go home safe every night. I understood what my Uncle Troy had been telling me all these years. I knew it would take a safe work culture to be successful. Every year we strive to raise the bar, to get better, to work safer. You may see the words safe production around our offices and our job sites. While our industry is about production, we put the word safe beforehand because at Troy, safety always comes before production. This video is intended to help educate you so you understand that safety is a core value of what we do at Troy, and so that you can choose to work safely for what matters most. Whether at home or at work, before you think about taking a shortcut, I want you to consider what's most important to you in your life, what we call your personal five. If you are uncertain about a task, ask your supervisor. They are here to help ensure your safety as well as the safety of others. If you see somebody about to do a task that looks unsafe, I want to encourage you to speak up. You will always have my support for asking a question about safety.
Hi, I'm Taylor Dacus, fourth generation at Troy Construction. I work for Troy because I am proud to work for a company that leads with safety and quality. We are a company that takes pride in our work. Our mission is to safely and efficiently provide services to the energy industry by constructing pipelines, building facilities, and conducting day-to-day maintenance while providing a daily culture of doing the right thing. I appreciate all of my family members that have come before me, as well as each one of the committed employees of Troy Construction and their families who work hard every day to make our company successful.
The purpose of this video is to provide you with our safety policies and regulations, and to reinforce the importance of safety as the core value that drives our work here at Troy. We will cover the following elements of our program: safety expectations, safety priorities, green frame of mind, personal five, complacency and blind spots, compliance, and commitment. Let's start with our safety expectations.
There are many things we are doing today that help us establish a strong foundation to continue to grow. Part of having a successful business with a strong safety culture is setting consistent expectations for all our people. We expect all Troy employees to do the right thing. This means following all safety policies and procedures, as well as being your brother's keeper when we come to work. We look out for one another, for our clients and the public who may be in or around the areas we are working in. To maintain the attitude every day that we are responsible for our safety and the safety of our coworkers. To arrive on the job every morning focused on the work at hand and how you will execute the work safely. To prioritize safety without taking any shortcuts for any reason. To stop any work activity that you feel is unsafe. At Troy, we mean it when we encourage you to speak up if you are uncertain about a working condition. I want you to know that you have our personal support for stopping work to express a safety concern at any time on any project. We know that speaking up can be hard, especially for someone who is new to the company. Please know, both David and I have your back in doing what is required to ensure everyone goes home safe every day. We expect all our foremen to work safely do the right thing, plan their work, hire competent personnel, control their costs, and satisfy their customer.
Safety priorities. The following practices are our top priorities when it comes to working safely. Traffic control. We train our flaggers to ensure they can provide proper directions to the drivers that go in and around our job sites. They play a crucial part in controlling transit, so please follow their instructions when driving your vehicle or equipment. If you are a member of the flagging crew, make sure all signage and precautions are in place before unloading any equipment or stopping traffic. Driving safety. We require you to do a 360 walk-around before getting into your vehicle and to check your perimeters prior to moving forward. We ask you to also drive in a safe manner, obeying traffic signs and avoiding any distractions. Always be on the lookout for other distracted drivers. Be a defensive driver 100% of the time. Always use a spotter, especially when backing up. Personal protective equipment, or PPE. We require all of our employees to wear hard hats, safety glasses, vests, hand protection, and steel-toed boots while performing their work. Employees should wear face shields when welding and must wear double eye protection when grinding or cutting. Hearing and respiratory protection should also be worn when performing activities like sandblasting or coating. Hydration. We ask all of our employees to remain properly hydrated while on the job. Energy drinks are not allowed in our job sites since they can compromise your health and safety. 3 points of contact. It is extremely important to maintain 3 points of contact when climbing up and down ladders, as well as any other piece of equipment, especially when muddy conditions exist. Securing equipment. Employees should make sure to fasten and secure equipment when performing their work. Reporting. Speak up and report any damage or hazard at all times. No matter how small it may seem to you, we ask you to communicate with your foreman about it, who is to report to the superintendent in safe operations. Emergency response. In the event of a pipeline leak or other emergency, we require our employees to move to the muster point designated on the job safety analysis. Please keep in mind that our job sites are equipped with fire extinguishers and first aid kits that can be used in the event of an emergency. Housekeeping. We ask all Troy employees to be respectful to the landowners, the citizens, and the areas we are working in. Please make sure scrap materials are disposed of appropriately. Take care of the environment and leave the landowner's property just like you found it, or in better shape. In addition, we have a zero-tolerance policy for the following items: striking a power line or marked line, not complying with drug and alcohol use policy, driving a vehicle at work while being ineligible to do so, driving a 1-ton and pulling a trailer without a commercial driver's license, and operating equipment while using a cell phone. Moving on to our green frame of mind. Our success, effectiveness, and safety at work is driven by the behaviors we engage in. And these behaviors come straight from the attitude and mindset we bring every day. We all share a common goal: to go home in the same shape, or better, than we came to work. In other words, no one wants to get hurt while performing a job. Our families are counting on us. When you show up each morning, consider your attitude and mindset. Choose a mindset that will help you stay safe and achieve your objectives at work while keeping a green frame of mind. Focus on what you can control and be aware of the impact you have on others. Consider how your attitude, what you say, and what you do can positively influence your team to work safely. We also want every member of Troy to have a learning mindset, meaning we want them to be constantly looking for ways to improve as a person and as a company. If you have an idea on how a task can be done more safely, please share it with your foreman, supervisor, or safety personnel. We do not want to be trapped in doing things because that's how we've always done it. Employees that are new to Troy are often extremely helpful on this matter because they bring a set of fresh eyes to the work we do. If you are new, we encourage you to respectfully ask questions and share your ideas, especially when it comes to safety improvement. Your perspective is very valuable, as you may see a hazard or mistake that a longtime employee has become complacent to. Our personal 5. We not only see safety as preventing harm, but we also know that working safely is a choice that each one of us make so we can go home safely to the things that matter the most, our personal 5. We appreciate that each one of our employees is unique, and we know that the reasons you choose to work safely are personal. You may be driven to work safely so you can spend time with your family, enjoy your new truck, bike, or boat, save for retirement, or so you can enjoy a vacation you've been planning. Each one of us has a slightly different set of things that are most important to us. The key to taking time to recognize your personal 5 is to reflect on what is most important to you in life, and to think about those things every day you come to work and are faced with safety decisions. We want you to keep your personal 5 top of mind and to think about how you will work safely for what matters the most, and what your family would do if you were unable to work. Complacency and blind spots. Our brains have natural limitations and can only focus on one thing at a time. We don't always recognize hazards in our environment, even when they might be seemingly obvious. After doing a task repeatedly, our brain stops paying attention to details and therefore can create blind spots. This means we become complacent to the risks around us when doing routine work and stop actively paying attention to them. When doing our job, we must be focused on the task at hand and engage our coworkers in helping us look out for blind spots, or what we call gorillas. Gorillas represent hazards in our environment that might sneak up on us and cause harm if left unmanaged. You may see blue gorilla signs and stickers all over our offices and construction sites. These serve as a reminder for you to stay alert when performing your job. As part of your hazard management responsibilities, we also ask you to make sure that you are familiar with the hazardous materials that may be present on site and know where SDS books are located. The Good Catch program is critical when it comes to improving our safety. The intention of this program is to identify hazards that recently created a near miss and to share those lessons learned with the rest of the team in order to strengthen our awareness and prevent incidents going forward. We must also take the time to talk with our coworkers every morning about our job safety analysis, JSAs, so we can help each other identify hazards and plan our work effectively. The purpose of a JSA is to facilitate a conversation around what we can do to be efficient, effective, and most importantly safe in the work we do, while ensuring all crew members are engaged in the discussion. Compliance. We ensure compliance with our safety program by requiring every employee and subcontractor to attend a safety orientation training prior to performing work on the right-of-way, having a certified, competent, trained excavation member on every crew, having a dedicated safety representative on every project, and making sure they visit all jobs regularly, holding weekly safety meetings with mandatory attendance by everyone on the project, holding daily toolbox talks and JSAs, conduct a minimum of 1 monthly field audit per project, utilizing post-incident, pre-employment, and random drug testing, implementing an extensive near-miss program and weekly safety meeting note distribution, in which we discuss company-wide issues and incidents to keep them from occurring in the future. Commitment. Troy's management is committed to maintain a just safety culture where you are encouraged to report all incidents, accidents, and hazards without fear of unfair discipline and with focus on improving, no matter how small the incident may seem. Provide necessary training, tools, PPE, procedures, and quality equipment to protect our employees and the public. Employ professional safety staff dedicated to assisting and training our employees in all policies, procedures, laws, and hazard assessments. Continue to have an open door policy with every manager, especially where safety concerns are involved. Constantly measure our success in our daily pursuit of 0 incidents, with emphasis on improvement.
In this industry, the work is going to be completed. What makes Troy unique is we truly care about the safety of our employees and their well-being. Going forward, I believe we must be focused on safety, quality, and execution in order to be successful in the future. This will require all of us working together to accomplish a common goal. We must look after one another in the quality of our work and execute our work to the best of our ability.